One students, today we will calculate the high frequency voltage gain of RC coupled CE amplifier. As first we will draw the RC coupled CE amplifier, and I am drawing the RC coupled CE amplifier with the voltage division. So I am writing here it is RB, and RC and RL are parallel to each other. So I am writing it is R dash L. This is RB, this is RS, source resistance, this is VS, and here I am considering the shunt capacitance, CSH, or load capacitance. We can say it is shunt capacitance or load capacitance. Yes. So now we need to calculate the high frequency voltage gain. Yes. So while calculating the high frequency voltage gain, we must consider the capacitance present, that means smaller capacitance present in the amplifier circuits. We know here we are having the outside, externally we are connecting the shunt capacitor as load. It is shunt capacitor, CSH, or load capacitor. Yes, and the BJT itself offers the internal capacitors. As we already analyzed the internal capacitance with the help of high frequency 5 model in previous class. Yes, so we are having the C in as internal capacitance and C out. As the internal capacitance C in is more compared to the C out. Yes, so we neglected the C out. So majorly we are considering the capacitance C internal or C input and CSH, shunt capacitor. As now we need to calculate the AVH. AVH is nothing but voltage gain at higher frequency is calculated by considering the shunt capacitor and internal capacitance. So AVH is calculated by considering the effect of shunt capacitor and internal capacitance. Internal capacitance of BJT. As so we can say CSH and C internal. As if effect of CSH is considered, then we need to ignore the C internal. As or no, C input capacitance. So if effect of CSH is considered, then C internal is ignored. That means it is open circuited. It is open circuited. As so here we are considering the effect of CSH initially. So here we have written R dash L. R dash L is nothing but here RC is parallel with RL. So RB is nothing but R1 is parallel with R2. We know this one. Yes. So now we need to replace the BJT with simplified high frequency 5 model. Yes. So you are writing replace BJT with, we are analyzing the amplifier at high frequencies. For that we need to replace this BJT with high frequency 5 model. BJT with high frequency 5 model. Yes, and ignore the C in and RB B dash. So it is nothing but base spreading resistance. This value is too high. Value is too high. So we are considering it is open circuited. As then we can draw the equivalent circuit like this. This is RS, RB, this is V5, this is GM into V5, it is R5, this one is yes, RB, this is RS, this one is R0, this is GM into V5. V5 is nothing but input voltage, and this one is RL, R dash L, this is CSH, CSH. So output taken across the CSH. This is VS. Yes. So this voltage is VI RB5. We can write anything. VI equals to V5. Yes. So here we are having this R0 and R dash L. These two are in parallel. We can write its equivalent equals to. So R0 is parallel with R dash L. Then we can write it is equals to R double dash L. I am naming this one as R double dash L. Then we can write its equivalent circuit like this. This is R double dash L, GM into V5. This is CSH. We are taking output across here, plus and minus. This is V0. This is R5. This is RB, RS. This is VS. Yes. Good. So now here you can observe we are taking output across the shunt capacitor. As here we are having the GM into V5 as current source and R double dash is parallel with the current source. Can we convert this part as voltage source? Yes. So we can replace this current source parallel resistor can be replaced with the voltage source with the series resistor. Yes. So now we can replace this part with the voltage source. So replace current source with voltage source. Yes. Then we can write it is CSH R double dash L. Here you can write minus GM into V5 into R double dash L voltage source. Yes. So this is output voltage. Yes. So here you can observe this R double dash L and CSH forms the RC low pass network. Yes or no? Yes. So here you can say this R double dash L resistor and CSH capacitor will form the RC low pass network at higher frequencies. So R double dash L and CSH forms RC low pass network at high frequency. As then we can say this R double dash L and CSH RC network will act as a low pass filter. As we'll see how it is acting as a low pass filter when signal frequency increases. If signal frequency increases, then what happens? If signal frequency increases, then reactance of this shunt capacitance will be decreases. So reactance of CSH will be decreases. So the reactance of shunt capacitance will be decreases. Then we can say voltage across. We are taking voltage across the shunt capacitors. So voltage across CSH will be decreases. Yes or no? So reactance decreases. Voltage across the shunt capacitance will be decreases. Then we can say V0 by Vin also decreases. Yes or no? So from this we can say it is acting as a low pass filter. If signal frequency increases, then voltage gain will be decreases. So from this we can draw the graph like this. This is gain. This is gain and it is frequency. So by increasing the frequency, voltage gain is decreases. Yes. So it is initial F equals 0 and this one is midband frequency and it is high frequency. So when it is moving from the midband frequency to low frequency, the gain is decreases. Yes. Thus the voltage gain of RC coupled CA amplifier decreases at high frequencies due to the smaller capacitance such as shunt capacitor or internal capacitance of PZT. Then we can write thus voltage gain of RC coupled CE amplifier decreases at high frequencies. Yes or no? So when frequency increases, that gain will be decreases. It decreases at high frequencies due to the smaller capacitance. Such as shunt or load capacitor, or we can say due to the shunt and load capacitance and internal capacitance of BJT. Yes, due to the small capacitance, that voltage gain will be decreases at higher frequencies. So we can write, I need to calculate the voltage gain at higher frequencies. So I am writing it is AVH. So I am writing it is equals to V0 by VI. It is the naming as equation number 1. Yes. So using voltage division at output circuit. Yes. Then we can write voltage division across the shunt capacitor. So we can write V0 equals to S minus GM V5 into R double dash L. S the opposite resistance or impedance is nothing but 1 by J omega CSH by total resistance or total impedance is nothing but R double dash L plus 1 by J omega CSH. S. From this we can write its equivalent like this, minus GM into V5 into R double dash L. So this value can be written as 1 by 1 plus J omega R double dash L into CSH. Yes. So from this we can write voltage gain AVH is nothing but V0 by Vin. Vin is nothing but V5. V0 by V5 is equals to minus GM into R double dash L. As here V5 is here. So V0 by V5 equals to minus GM into R double dash L into 1 by 1 plus J omega R double dash L into CSH. As so we can write minus GM into R double dash L will be written as AVM. It is nothing but midband voltage gain. S and R double dash L into CSH is nothing but 1 by omega H. So R double dash L, R into C is nothing but time constant S. So time constant equals to 1 by omega S. So we can write it is equals to omega H. So by replacing this, we will get it is equals to AVM by 1 plus J omega by omega H. S. So voltage gain at high frequency equals to midband frequency by midband voltage gain by 1 plus J omega H. Then we can write its mod value AVH equals to AVM by 1 plus J omega by omega H. Then we can write AVH equals to AVM by omega equals to 2 pi F. So similarly we can write it is equals to J to F by FH. S. So mod value of magnitude of this voltage gain at high frequency equals to mod of AVM by under root of 1 plus F by FH whole square. S. So here we can write phase shift AVH equals to AVM provides 180 degrees of phase shift minus tan inverse of f by fh? Yes or no? So here 180 degrees indicates that CE amplifier itself offers the 180 degrees of phase shift. Otherwise, you can say that the AVM contains the negative sign. The negative sign indicates the 180 degrees of phase shift. And here it is minus tan inverse of f by fh. This is the phase shift offered at the high frequency. As if f equals to fh, then what we can write? If f is equals to fh, then we can write AVH equals to AVM by root 2. Yes or no? AVM by root 2. Then we can say FH is called high frequency, high cutoff frequency. FH is called higher cutoff frequency or upper cutoff frequency. Higher cutoff frequency or higher 3 dB frequency. Higher 3 dB frequency of RC coupled amplifier, RC coupled CE amplifier. Yes. So FH1 or FH equals to saying 1 by 2 phi R double dash L into CSH. Yes or no? Yes. So we can write FH equals to 1 by 2 phi R double dash into CSH. So FH can be defined like this. This is F, this is AV, and at F equals to 0, so the voltage gain will be decreased by increasing the frequency. So at which frequency AVH is AVM by root 2. At which frequency AVM by root 2, as that is called upper cutoff frequency or higher 3 dB frequency or upper 3 dB frequency. Yes. So upper cutoff frequency is nothing but at which frequency the midband frequency is 70%. Midband frequency is nothing but it is the maximum voltage gain 70%. Why I am saying every time 70%? 1 by root 2 is nothing but 0.707. As so it is approximately 70% of the midband voltage gain. As that frequency is called FH. As so this is the upper cutoff frequency because of the effect of shunt capacitor. As if we consider the effect of internal capacitance, if effect of C internal is considered, then we can write FH equals to, now I am naming it as FH2, it is equals to 1 by 2 phi C internal or C input. Why? Because so when you are writing the equivalent capacitance by using the Miller's theorem, we will write the C in. So C in equals to 2 phi C in into RS is parallel with R dash I. As where R dash I is nothing but RB is parallel with R phi in the phi model. As this is FH2. As so here if net FH, here net FH is the smallest of the above two values or two frequencies. If it is small by 4 times of, it is small by at least 4 times as compared to this frequency, compared to the frequency. As so while calculating the FL, we are considering that net FH must be higher than the above frequencies. Here smaller than the above frequencies. So if no FH is 4 times of smaller, then we can write, then if no FH is smaller, is 4 times smaller, then net FH Yes. Then net FH is calculated using, this 1 by FH equals, this is net, is equals to 1.1 into under root of 1 by FH1 square plus 1 by FH2 square. As so in this way we can calculate the net higher cutoff frequency, and this RC coupled amplifier will offer the RC coupled CE amplifier will offer the or provides the 135 degrees of phase shift as at upper cutoff frequency, at higher frequency. I am writing this one. So FH at FH 180 minus tan inverse of F by FH, when frequency is equals to higher cutoff frequency, then we can write tan inverse of minus 1. So we know RC maximum oscillator curve of 45 degrees, that it is 180 minus 45, as it is equals to 135 degrees. Otherwise you can say tan inverse of 1, it is equals to 45 degrees when F equals to FH. Yes, otherwise you can say at F equals to FH. So RC coupled amplifier offers the phase shift of 135 degrees at FH. Yes, so this is about the RC coupled CE amplifier at high frequencies. So till now we analyzed the BJT amplifiers at the mid-band frequencies, lower frequencies and higher frequencies. Yes, thank you.